Attack ads and political punches. Now at 6 as the clock winds down toward Indiana's May primary, the political mudslinging picks up. Good evening. In less than a month, voters will head to the polls to decide which Republicans and Democrats will run for several offices in November. Two candidates in particular are trying to grab the attention of those of you in Northeast Indiana. News Channel 15's Drew Blair is here with how those candidates are facing off over the airwaves. Drew?
Yeah, that's right. We're talking about the race for the 3rd District congressional seat. It's currently held by Congressman Mark Souder. These days, a radio and TV battle brews between Souder and one of his challengers, Bob Thomas.
That's the voting record of Mr. Career Politician, Republican Mark Souder.
Bob, there are some things money just can't buy, and it's in here. It makes you fight for the people you care about.
Slams, name-calling, and sarcasm. It's all in the name of political warfare.
It's starting to devolve into that typical heated, personal kind of campaign rhetoric.
Republicans Mark Souder and Bob Thomas are fighting for your vote. The two are now going head-to-head in back-and-forth attack ads.
When you say no to Mark Souder on May 4th.
Thomas questions Souder's conservatism in this recent television ad. The ad calls Souder a career politician, a yes man, and one who votes along the lines of liberal Democrats. Here, Thomas says he hopes to use Souder's voting record against him.
He has a record. He has to defend his record. And unfortunately, it's not very good, and he wants to do everything but talk about his record.
Most of Souder's hits focus on Thomas's residency.
This is my grandson, Grant. Grant has lived in Fort Wayne about as long as my opponent, Bob Thomas, did when he lived here 25 years ago.
This particular spot has yet to hit air. It's scheduled to begin on Monday. Souder issued this comment about the negative campaigning today. Quote, Bob Thomas is clearly desperate to distract voters from the real issue in this campaign. He's not from here and doesn't have a history of fighting for Northeast Indiana Hoosiers. A lot of time and money are put into ads like these, but are they beneficial? Some analysts say negative campaigning tends to turn off potential voters.
This is not the kind of campaign advertising is really conducive to drawing out undecided voters. This is the kind of thing it turns on the base, but tends to, I'm afraid, hold down turnout on primary days.
Thomas is not Souder's only opponent in the May primary. Gray Dickman of Auburn and Fort Wayne attorney Phil Troyer are also on the ballot. Drew Blair, News Channel 15.